Y'all probably wondering why I'm crying. I've been watching Speed streams, and I'm seeing all the love that he's getting in Angola. He's in South Africa, and he's getting massive amount of love. And the way that he was treated in Europe was disgusting. But to see him be a black man from the United States of African descent and be able to go back to the continent and be treated like a human by civilized African people, when we've been taught that Africa is primitive, that it's dangerous, don't go back, they have this, they have that, they don't want you, they don't like you. And to see an African American man with his stature go back to the motherland and be treated with so much respect. This is what our people fought for. This is what they fought for when they fought against Jim Crow and segregation. This is what the slave revolts were about. This is what it's always been about. Is to be able to go back home to a home that you've never been and be unapologetically black and not have to think about being black. Just being able to have your natural hair and your brown skin and not be judged and not be racially profiled and not be killed. I love the love that he is getting. And I love the love that all of my African American people are getting in the continent. And I know there's a lot of issues. I know there's a lot of things that need to be worked out. But I'm so proud. I'm so proud. And I love that for him. And I love that for all of my people that are over there. And I can't wait to hit the soil and experience it myself.
Yo, so I'm kind of confused. Like, Ishow Speed's in Africa, and like, how? Like, they have Wi-Fi. I never knew that. And like, they have cars, houses. Like, shit's crazy. I never knew that.
Ishow Speed is in South Africa. And it looks like we have already found our South African MVP. Look at this lady.
This is my first time. Can I get a South African welcome? This is my first time here. Nice. Yes. Mama. Oh, Mora Mama? I'm doing good. I'm doing good, miss. I'm doing good.
If y'all don't make this lady your official ambassador, I don't know what y'all doing. Look at her outfit. Look at her smile. Look at her earrings. And most importantly, look at her hair. Just look at her. Look how she properly represented the country. Make this lady the official ambassador of South Africa. When I heard that Ishow Speed was going to South Africa, because I knew that he was supposed to go to Botswana, but something happened with his plane, and then he went to South Africa. When I heard that, I don't know if South Africa is ready. Come to find out, South Africa was indeed ready. Wonderful energy, wonderful reception, wonderful people in South Africa. I saw that one video where he was eating chicken at a South African KFC, and he just lost his mind, and I was like, my people. I'm loving the fact that people get to see Africa for what it truly is. Another video of Ishow Speed that I saw that I really liked was when he was talking to this Kosa man, and his name had a click in it, and he was like, oh, the click is part of the name, and he was like, yeah. Then he was like trying to say it. That was wonderful. I'm loving the fact that Ishow Speed is having such a wonderful experience, and he's getting to actually experience Africans in real time.
Speed's Africa streams are so much better than any of his streams anywhere else, especially Europe. And I just gotta say, I'm noticing. Are you noticing? Because I'm noticing. Nothing but love. Just good times, whole bunch of moments. Nobody screaming no crazy names at him. Just people doing his catchphrases and barking with him. He able to do some races. He just met the president of Angola. I think he going to Kenya next. And I'm sure it's going to be nothing but good vibes. But I want y'all to know something. This is all happening in a bunch of different parts of Africa. Why is everyone treating Speed so much nicer? So much more, dare I say it, civilized than everywhere else, especially Eastern Europe. Could it be because people have been lying for a really long time about Africa? Perhaps a lot of the people who've been speaking about Africa don't know anything about the place. I'm just saying, I'm noticing.
So US citizens are now deciding to move to Africa because of Speed's new stream. So as you know, when Speed went to China, he basically exposed that American propaganda has made China seem that it's just like some communist, like you can't even survive. But in actuality, it was the most beautiful cities people have ever seen. US citizens were like, wait, what the heck? Y'all's taxes are low. Everything you buy is like extremely cheap. It's affordable. Families are healthy. Everything is perfect. They're like, wait a second, we're literally being propagated in the US. Now Speed is going to Africa and people are saying he's going to do the same thing. What do y'all think? Wallahi, he will undo years of propaganda that Africa is a bad place to be. And yeah, in my current American brain, when I think of Africa, I think of no water, huts, sand. Like, dude, it's actually funny. I don't know, like, it's just all the propaganda from just being in America. What do y'all think about this? This is getting millions of views. Do you think this is actually gonna happen the same way it did with this China stream? I'm actually kind of curious.
Man, I don't know if we watching the same stream or not, but I see a lot of people on here talking about the Africa stream with Ishow Speed. They say Ishow Speed is showing how good Africa really is. I don't know if we got a couple different perceptions, but from my perception, that ain't nothing I want to do. Did y'all see them trying to sell him the fish? Like, nigga, she ain't got no gloves on, this flies all. Like, he like, hell no. Did y'all see the African flash? Nigga, like, nigga, is that the real flash? Between Anthony Joshua and Ishow Speed, I don't want no parts of Africa. I'm straight. America is a good country. We cool over here. If y'all see anything different, if y'all see a better country, man, y'all need some help. Get on welfare or something. If that's living better than y'all, like, I don't understand it.
South Africa will always be a blessing to people. I have never seen someone who has gone to South Africa genuinely, legally, and with good intentions, and the person has something bad to say about South Africa. See, the biggest streamer in the world, Ishow Speed, just landed in South Africa a few hours ago, and guess what? South Africans have finally made him reach 47 million YouTube subscribers that he has been craving for the longest of time. You go to South Africa with a clean heart, you will definitely leave South Africa with a heart full of love. That is the Ubuntu experience. South Africans are taking this whole Ishow Speed African tour very personal. They welcome him with beautiful songs, beautiful dance steps. They have been giving him gifts, and now the subscribers are literally subscribing. The bar that South Africa is setting, I don't know if any other person is going to break that bar, but South Africa, we see you and we appreciate you. I love how you guys are giving a good image to our continent.
Hi guys, welcome to the channel. As you've seen in today's video, we are going to be talking about how different African Americans and people around the world are reacting to Ishow Speedy's African tour, which is really happening right now, and I am loving every moment I am seeing of this trip on the internet. And I want to take you through the different reactions I am seeing on the internet, as I've shared with you in the previous clips. For example, the African American lady who was shocked that Ishow Speed was receiving so much love from African people, and also she was really surprised that Speed was being treated like a human being in Africa. I'm also surprised by such reactions because I'm an African, and I know that Africans show love. I know Africans treat people like human beings. And the lady went on and said that they were told that Africa is primitive, Africa is dangerous, and they were told that Africans don't want Black Americans. I don't know how true this is, but it's so sad to hear such a thing, because everything they're telling you about Africa is not true. Africa is not a primitive place. Africa is not dangerous. African people are civilized, and what you have to realize about Africa, most people are really educated. Most people are really informed about different things happening in the world. So it's not easy to find an African person not knowing a little bit of other countries. So I'm shocked that some countries can call African people people primitive, yet they don't know anything true about Africa. They're just forming up their stories about Africa. I think people should really take time to really understand Africa. Whatever I told you about Africa, which is not good, you need to come to the continent and find out yourselves. Yes, every continent has its bad things and its good things. And so it's sad that when it comes to Africa, they always show that Africa has only bad things. They don't show the good things about Africa. So it's not okay to call Africa dangerous, yet that's not what it is. Africa has its good things and its bad things like any other continent, but it's not good to lie about Africa, about bad things, yet these bad things that you're talking about Africa happen anywhere in any country. So I think people should really understand that about Africa. And then different people are also saying that they're surprised that Africa has cars, they're surprised that Africa has Wi-Fi, they're surprised that Africa has roads. After watching Ishow Speedy's live streams, and it's sad when you see such people are talking with so much confidence, surprised that Africa has roads, surprised that Africa has cars, surprised that Africa has houses, because it shows that you are not educated as a person, and that is something that is really sad. And so that is why I'm saying that people should take time to learn more about Africa before they spread out something that is not true about Africa. Like I told you, you people don't understand that African people are really civilized. You people don't understand that African people are really educated. It's hard to find an African talking things they don't know about another country. Africans are always informed. They want to learn more about other countries. That is why in most cases, it's not easy to find an African talking things that don't make sense about other countries. They always have the right things to say about other countries, and Africans appreciate other countries. It's hard to find an African trying to talk so bad about another country. They always talk good about other countries, and they're always fair when it comes to talking about other countries. They can talk about the good things and they can talk about the bad things, and that is quite fair. But this is not done to Africans. People, in most cases, people in different countries end up talking only bad things about Africa. But I am glad that the internet is out right now in this era, and people are starting to get to know Africa in a way that is really right. Africa is a good continent, and like I told you, every continent has its challenges and every continent has its good things. And also some African Americans are thinking that Ishow Speedy's streams in Africa are better than any other streams he has done in other continents, and they think that Ishow Speed is living his best life in Africa and he's having a good time. They're also saying that African people are wonderful, African people are hospitable. They also think that African people are cordial. They think that African people are respectful, they're wonderful. And I love the fact that people are realizing this about African people, because that is who we are and we are used to that. It comes naturally when it comes to African people. And also African Americans think that in Africa no one is violating Speed, no one is screaming crazy names at him, and they think that Speedy's African tour is also going to help on African tourism in all the countries he is visiting during his African tour. And I believe it's true that this is also going to help out when it comes to African tourism in all countries he's visiting, because he's trying to show people outside Africa what Africa is all about. He's trying to show the nice things about Africa, and as you have seen, many African Americans are reacting to his tour, and they're getting to learn more good things about Africa, and that alone can help people to visit Africa. Because as you have seen, a lady who said that they were told that Africa is dangerous, but now she's noticing that Africa is not dangerous. And in most cases, some people don't visit countries because they think the countries are dangerous. And also, you've seen people who are reacting and they're surprised that Africa has Wi-Fi. And there are people who don't visit countries because they think those countries don't have Wi-Fi. And in most cases, when people travel, that's the only channel they can use to communicate to their loved ones in case of anything if they are in a foreign country. And that alone will help to boost the tourism industry in Africa. And also, when you see the clips I've shared with you, there are people who are also determined not to see anything good in Africa. And there is a gentleman who was reacting to Ishow Speedy's African tour, and he was saying that he's surprised that what other people are seeing is not what he's seeing. He's thinking that Africa is not a cool place based on what he was saying. It's sad that he also brought in Anthony Joshua's accident that happened in Nigeria, and he was trying to show that this alone shows that Africa is not a cool thing. But like I told you, every country has its own issues. We've seen a lot happening in different countries on social media, and there are things that happen in different countries that are dangerous, that don't even happen in our continent at all. And I think, again, it's better for us to see the good things that are in other continents, because every continent has its issues, but we all manage to live through those challenges as long as most of the things we have, which are good, can help us to live a better life. And I don't know what you guys think about this, but if you have anything to add on this, you can drop your thoughts in the comment section. And guys, let's spread love when it comes to different continents. Let's get to know other continents, and let's understand that every continent has its challenges. Let's not put the challenges first. Let's first see the good things and then understand how we can deal with the different challenges in different continents. And it's been your girl Joanna as always. I would like to wish you a wonderful day. Till next time, bye.